ओके, ठीक है। तो पहले एक पीवाईक्यू देख लेंगे फटाफट, ओके। तो उसके बाद रिसेंट जो भी पीवाईक्यू है उसको समझ के करंट अफेयर्स पे एंटर करेंगे, और बाकी जो स्टेट पे नो वी विल फिनिश, ओके। तो पहला इफ यू सी 2020 में, ओके, 2020 में एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था, स्क्रीन इज विजिबल राइट?
हाँ, विजिबल।
हाँ, देखो ये क्वेश्चन था 2020 में कि दैट आस्क्ड फेमस प्लेसेस एंड द प्रेजेंट स्टेट, ओके। तो इसमें इफ यू सी फर्स्ट बिलसा पूछा था, दैट इज एमपी, वी नो। द्वार समुद्र पूछा था, दे हैव मार्क्ड इट एज गिवन एज महाराष्ट्र, बट द्वार समुद्र जो है दिस इज हलेबीडु, राइट? हलेबीडु, तो दिस इज कर्नाटका में है। तो इसको एलिमिनेट करना था इस क्वेश्चन में। एंड देन गिरिनगर, नो, गुजरात, वी नो। स्थानेश्वर, स्थानेश्वर कहाँ पर है? ओके, छोड़ो। हाँ, तो इसमें वही ना, द्वार समुद्र वाज इन हलेबीडु कर्नाटका, सो वी हैड टू एलिमिनेट दिस। तो दिस वाज इन 2020 फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। एंड देन आई
ये
मीन, हाँ,
ये स्थानेश्वर वो थानेश्वर है क्या?
जैन वाला है ना शायद?
हरियाणा हरियाणा वाला वो था ना,
वही दिख रहा है। अच्छा,
थानेश्वर वाला राजा था, कौन सा था, क्या नाम था
हर्षवर्धन वाला।
थानेसर।
उसका? हाँ राइट, थानेश्वर, वही
हाँ,
समुद्र को
हाँ,
सही है, सही है, व्हाट यू सेड इज करेक्ट। थानेश्वर, नो, समटाइम्स इट इज कॉल्ड स्थानेश्वर आल्सो, ओके। तो हरियाणा में है ये, ओके। तो दिस वाज फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन। एंड देन नो, नेक्स्ट देख लो, 2020 में सेकंड क्वेश्चन था, नो, विथ रेफरेंस टू इंडियन एलिफेंट्स पूछा था उसने। द नो, ऑब्जर्व द फोर्थ स्टेटमेंट, अमंग द स्टेट्स इन इंडिया द हाईएस्ट एलिफेंट्स पॉपुलेशन इज इन केरला, दे हैड आस्क्ड, ओके। तो नो, वी नो दैट हाईएस्ट एलिफेंट पॉपुलेशन इज इन कर्नाटका, राइट? तो बाकी स्टेटमेंट्स 1 and 2, द लीडर ऑफ एन एलिफेंट ग्रुप इज फीमेल, ये सही है। एंड देन मैक्सिमम जेस्टेशन पीरियड कैन बी 22 months, बट अगेन इसमें जस्ट इफ वी एलिमिनेट 4 ना, दैट इफ यू नो दैट हाईएस्ट एलिफेंट पॉपुलेशन इज इन कर्नाटका, इजिली दो ऑप्शन एलिमिनेट कर लेंगे। तो दिस वाज अगेन वन मोर क्वेश्चन इन 2020। एंड देन
ये आता था बस।
हाँ, बोलो।
मुझे इस क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ यही आता था कि वो कर्नाटका में हाईएस्ट है।
हाँ हाँ, वो काफ़ी था ना, वो काफ़ी था, ओके। सो नेक्स्ट देख लो, नेक्स्ट अगेन थर्ड क्वेश्चन था 2020 में ही, दे हैड आस्क्ड प्रोटेक्टेड एरियाज लोकेटेड इन कावेरी बेसिन, ओके। तो इसमें कावेरी बेसिन में वी नो दैट नागरहोले नेशनल पार्क इज देयर, अगेन विल रीड लेटर। बट पापीकोंडा वी हैव टू एलिमिनेट, राइट? पापीकोंडा आंध्र प्रदेश में है, तो कावेरी बेसिन में नहीं आता है। तो अगर 2 एलिमिनेट कर लिया तो बी एंड सी में वी विल कम, एंड वी नो दैट इन बी एंड सी 3 and 4 आर देयर, राइट? तो सत्यमंगलम भी है और वायनाड भी है, एंड नागरहोले वी ऑब्वियसली नो इट इज देयर। कबिनी फ्लो करते हैं, तो कबिनी इज अ ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ कावेरी। सो दिस इज थर्ड क्वेश्चन, ऑलमोस्ट 3 क्वेश्चंस इन 2020, ओके।
सत्यमंगलम भी है क्या?
हाँ, सत्यमंगलम भी है, 3 4, ओके। बिकॉज कावेरी का ट्रिब्यूटरी भी इफ इट पासेस ना, देयर वाज कावेरी बेसिन, so it becomes very broad, okay. So this was almost 3 questions in 2020, and then 2019 पे चलेंगे, no. So they have asked no, one question on Ashoka, okay, Ranyu Ashoka, where it is found, okay. In which of the following relief sculpture inscription is Ranyu Ashoka, King Ashoka mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka? तो इसका आंसर था कंगनहल्ली, विच इज देयर इन कर्नाटका, सन्नति प्लेस है, ओके। तो यहाँ पर रैन्यू अशोका का वो स्टोन पोर्ट्रेट है, ओके। बट आई डोंट थिंक दिस मेजर सोर्सेज में ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आई थिंक नहीं था, ओके। बट दैट आस्क्ड दिस कंगनहल्ली एंड कर्नाटका, ओके। सो दिस वाज
Where is this place? North or south?
नॉर्थ में आता है, नॉर्थ में आता है।
हम एक प्लेस मस्की भी तो पढ़ते हैं, मस्की।
हाँ, करेक्ट, मस्की इंस्क्रिप्शन भी है, ओके। तो ऑलमोस्ट वो एक बेल्ट है अशोका का, सन्नति, दिस वाज डन 2019 में, दैट आस्क्ड। तो अगेन इसमें फर्स्ट 2020 में वी सॉ इट वाज मोस्टली फेमस प्लेसेस एंड दो स्टेट वाला लिंक, एंड देन रिवर एंड प्रोटेक्टेड एरिया वाला लिंक, एंड यहाँ पर कल्चर वाला लिंक भी है, ओके। नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट देखो, हाँ, दिस क्वेश्चन इसमें कुछ नहीं है, ओके। आई मीन दिस जनरल लाइन इन दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लाइक स्टेट वाइज, राजस्थान हैज आयरन माइंस, आंध्र प्रदेश एंड झारखंड हैव नो गोल्ड माइंस, तो इस तरह का क्वेश्चन जनरली आता रहता है, ओके। आई थिंक स्पेसिफिक टू कर्नाटका। हाँ, ये दिस इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन वेयर दे आस्क हेरिटेज एंड स्टेट। तो फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज 2018 का क्वेश्चन है, ओके। देखो, पुत्तुकुली shawls. So this is Tamil Nadu. Okay, we know Puthukuli shawl Tamil Nadu. Sujni embroidery. So ये बिहार पे पड़ता है.
बिहार का
हाँ, Sujni embroidery Bihar. So this we have to eliminate. And then they have given wrong connection for Karnataka. Appada, you know.
Uppada.
हाँ,
Uppada Jamdani is from Andhra Pradesh.
Right. Okay. So this we have to eliminate for Karnataka. So AB wrong cross linkage. Okay. So 2018 में this is one link. Culture, heritage, and uh, state. So this is one link. And then next चलेंगे तो see this question. Okay. हाँ, ये देख लो. For example, this one. In India, Himalayas are spread over 5 states only, something that like this asked. And then this question, second statement, uska Western Ghats are spread over 5 states only. So, such statement like Western Ghats, we know it is spread over 6 states. So, if we count also, Karnataka will be part of it. So, we have to eliminate this. And Pulicat Lake. So, we must also focus on spread, maybe 2-3 spades spread type. Okay, so this is one type. And then first time में I think ये I mean we generally tend to get confused. If you see this question ना 2017 में था ये. No, this is 2016. Earlier one was 2017. So recently, for the first time in our country, which of the following states has declared a particular butterfly as state butterfly? Okay, so this was actually answer is Maharashtra iska, but generally we think na that Maharashtra will be found in butterfly will be found in Western Ghats, Ustaraka regions. So there might be a tendency to mark Karnataka also in this context if you don't know current affairs. So this is the first time in our country. So this was Maharashtra उस time में. Okay, this was one thing. And उसके अलावा हाँ, this question, okay, or specific to Karnataka was the question. So this was in 2016 again. So with reference to cultural history of medieval India, consider the following statement. So इसमें the first statement, the Siddhas or Sitars बोलते हैं of Tamil region were monotheistic and they condemned idolatry. Okay, and then second statement, Lingayats of Kannada region questioned the theory of rebirth and rejected the caste hierarchy. So yes, second statement directly linked to the Basavarna what we read, right? So both the statements are correct here. Siddhas and Lingayats. So they've asked again.
इस क्वेश्चन में लिंगायत्स के बारे में पता है लेकिन सिद्धास के बारे में नहीं पता.
Okay. Okay. So this was about this question, and then red sanders, red sanders always will be in news. So red sanders also there are, but broadly it's a tree species found in part of southern India because it has a very broad range. So this was correct. But the second statement that it is one of the most important trees in tropical rainforest areas of. So this is wrong because it is not found in tropical rainforest. So red sanders become wrong. Second statement will become wrong.
Deciduous, no?
हाँ, रेसिड्यूज, ड्राई रेसिड्यूज, स्क्रब टाइप. सो नेक्स्ट चलता है. Apart from this, Hampi, Hampi is a major theme in previous question always. Hampi and Vijayanagar from Karnataka. Okay, so if you see this question, this was in 2015. Going back, who of the following founded a new city on southern bank of tributary of river Krishna and undertook to rule his new kingdom as the agent of deity to whom all the land of south of river Krishna was supposed to belong. So we know, right, Harihara and Bukka, they founded the Vijayanagar Empire. So this was Harihara and Bukka. So Vijayanagar and Hampi, prominent themes in previous year question when from Karnataka. Okay. इसके अलावा last one I think this one question I don't think recent run में they asked this 2014 में they had asked NH and the states. Okay, they had asked NH4 which two cities it's connecting, NH6, NH15. Okay, so इसमें if you see none of the statements were correct because NH4 connects Bengaluru and Chennai. So very horizontal Bengaluru and Chennai, but they have given here Chennai and Hyderabad. So it is totally wrong. So in that sense, if you eliminate one, you're left with 3 and none. 3 देखो NH15 बोल रहा है पता नहीं Ahmedabad and Jaipur. Anyone knows NH15 कहाँ पर है?
NH4 actually goes from Mumbai, na? Because as far as I know, Satara falls on the way.
Correct. From that Pune to Bangalore to Chennai ऐसा जाता है. But Hyderabad will not come in that picture. Okay, so that
Right.
so this was one type of connection question. And then ये again important theme 2014 में there was the folk theater and then the state. For example, here if you see Garba Gujarat we know, Mohiniyattam Kerala we know, this we have to eliminate, and Akshagana Karnataka we know, right? So this was asked again 2014 में था ये. And then and then species. So now we saw there are river also, there was species also. If you see which of the following states is lion-tailed macaque found in its natural habitat, right? If you see Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. So Andhra Pradesh here in this context we had to eliminate. Okay, so because it is largely found in Western Ghats, so Andhra Pradesh is not there. So this is 1, 2 and 3. Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Karnataka. So here again lion-tailed macaque comes. But again, when we read specific national parks, biospherism, na वहाँ पर भी आता है lion-tailed macaque. So in that sense, so this is the recent trend, okay, about the questions on related to Karnataka. So now I'll jump into current affairs. But a link. जो भी विजन में था ना, the same I have tried to compile. Okay, तो start कर लेते हैं फटाफट. And then we'll jump to the states quickly. Okay. So first why I have selected Enam is because see in Karnataka there is a specific thing called REMS, okay, REMS platform. You might have heard REMS platform because Enam was not there here. Initially REMS platform was there, but recently Enam platform is made interoperable with the REMS platform of Karnataka. Okay, so that is why I have selected this news item because of Enam and its interoperability with our REMS portal, REMS platform. So if you come across the term REMS platform, just mark it Karnataka. Okay, so REMS platform interoperability has been done with the Enam platform. This is the first thing. Second major news is the DRIP. Okay, so this is a important central sector scheme. Okay, dam rehabilitation and improvement project. Okay, so इसमें only 7 states are participating and one of the state is Karnataka, as you know. So if you see Jharkhand bhi hai, Karnataka is also there, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu and Uttarakhand. So this is a very important central sector scheme, to improve the safety and operational performance dam ka. So this is about DRIP. इसमें कुछ नहीं है. So just know that these 7 states are there. And then
तो
export.
शायद यार ये ड्रिप्स एक्सपैंड कर दी ना,
रिसेंटली एक्सपेंड किया था.
ये इसमें लिखा है ना फेज 2 फेज 3.
हाँ अप्रूव किया है, बट in terms of dam, number of dams have increased, but states तो same ही है शायद, right? 7 states ही है ना.
लिखना पड़ेगा यार एक बार.
चेक कर लो. I think 7 states here, but the number of dams have been increased in this same location. I think in the 7 states. Okay. If you check no, let me know. 7 नहीं है तो I think 7 ही है शायद अभी भी. Okay. So central sector scheme इसमें key points is central sector scheme, these 7 states which includes Karnataka and Kerala, and then World Bank का support है इसमें. Okay, this is a crucial thing. And then coming to next thing, see why this is because of the export performance. If you see 70% of India's exports is dominated by 5 states. Okay, so this is a very crucial fact. उसमें coastal states are dominating. For example, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Karnataka are dominating in the exports. So that's why this item is important. Top 3 if you can pick, it is Maharashtra, Gujarat and Karnataka in terms of export performance. Okay, so this is the third thing. Fourth thing was about the FDA profile. If you see top 3 FDA destinations in the country overall is Maharashtra first and then Karnataka, okay, and then Delhi. So this fact we must know. Top 3 अगर कुछ arrange जैसा कुछ आ जाए तो it is Maharashtra first and then Karnataka and Delhi. This broad we must know. And apart from that, next item is ये जो states का startup ecosystem ranking है ना, state startup ecosystem ranking. So in this also, if you see why I've selected this is because Karnataka leads across 7 areas. For example, Karnataka they've selected as leader for reforms in areas of institutional leaders, regulatory change champions, and procurement leaders. And other states are like Gujarat, for reforms in areas of incubation hubs, awareness and outreach champions, and scaling innovations. So basically, इसमें broadly what we have to know is first this DPIIT releases this thing, states startup ecosystem ranking. Generally we get confused with Niti Aayog, right? So it's not Niti Aayog. And then some states, if you have to remember, in the leaders categories, Karnataka, Gujarat and Bihar. Okay, and then moving to industrial corridor. See, recently, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved industrial nodes in southern in the south, especially if you see now this fact. Okay, first, yeah, पढ़ देता हूँ, and then we can see the map. So CCEA approved construction of industrial corridor nodes at Krishnapatnam in Andhra Pradesh and Tumkur in Karnataka. Okay, so this is part of the Chennai Bangalore industrial corridor. So just see the map here. Okay, you can zoom अगर आप if you're seeing. तो ये जो है ना चेन्नई बैंगलोर इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर, so this they have approved. Tumkuru almost lies in the same region. Okay, so this is the news. That is why. So just remember that this Tumkuru and Krishnapatnam nodes have been approved, and it under the Chennai Bangalore industrial corridor. So nothing much here. Okay, moving on, and बाकी we can see the industrial corridors. एक बार रिवाइज कर लो, दिल्ली मुंबई इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर भी है, बैंगलोर मुंबई इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर है, एंड देन चेन्नई बेंगलुरु ईस्ट कोस्ट कॉरिडोर. ओके, एंड देन अमृतसर कोलकाता का इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर भी है. ओके, सो मूविंग ऑन, आयरन और पॉलिसी में recently what they've done is एक map they've released. If you see ना Ministry of Railways का iron ore policy में to move the freight quickly. So इसमें they've given properly कि the kind of questions they ask, right? If you see Karnataka, just observe, largely we know that iron is there, like Kudremukh, all those things, and see this orange wala, that is gold, like KGF and Hatti wala thing, right? And then plus if you see, it is manganese bhi hai. Okay, and then bauxite is also there. So largely in this vision are given very well. Like UPC asked na, Rajasthan has no gold mine, something like that. So generally we can refer for this map. Okay, so
ये iron का place, which is that place in Karnataka?
Kudremukh is very famous for iron ore, and Ballari region is also very famous.
Okay, that is the Ballari area.
This is Ballari.
Bellary and
Shimoga is also there, na? Shimoga
Correct.
is
I
also
think there is something related to that Mangalore connection, na?
New Mangalore
gold.
port है, major port. Okay, major port. Through that export is also done. Correct. Okay, but this specifically जो vision है यहाँ पर highlight किया है ना, तो this is, you can say, Ballari region. Okay, Ballari Sandur region, that
Correct.
that Reddy brothers will be seeing in news.
Correct.
But others also try to observe in this image. Okay, later. Moving on, and then we all know that Maharashtra Karnataka border dispute will always be in news. So this is a dispute of over 7,000 square kilometer area along Maharashtra's border with Karnataka and Belgavi. So Belgavi, comes in the topmost place. बाद में देखेंगे वहाँ पर भी है. So if you see mechanisms to resolve the disputes, we know, right, Article 3 empowers the Parliament to form a new state without consent also. And then 131 Supreme Court का exclusive jurisdiction है to deal with the interstate disputes. And then in 2004 Maharashtra government moved the Supreme Court over this dispute. And 263 ensures the Parliament, President to create interstate council. Okay, these key facts, again politics we'll keep reading. So one more thing which was in news was this Vithala temple of Karnataka. Okay, so Vithala temple, as we know, Hampi is already previous year question. So it is in Hampi. It was built during the reign of King Devaraya II. Okay, King Devaraya II, this time period 1422 to 1446. And then इसमें key facts what we can see is the same highlighted ones. Okay, it was expanded and renovated. Krishna Devaraya expanded it, and then it is dedicated to Vithala. So Vithala is Lord Vishnu. Okay, and then near the banks of Tungabhadra. So this we know, right? Hampi they had asked to match with Tungabhadra river. A previous question, and then Dravidian style में है ये impressed pillar halls is there, and then it is one of the sites of Hampi, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? And this name is derived from Pampa. So if you see, Pampa was the old name of Tungabhadra river, so that is why this is named as Hampi. Apart from that, ये भी हमने देखा previous year question, founded by Harihara and Bukka in 1336, and it fell to the Muslim rulers of the Deccan. Okay, so Battle of Talikota 1565, this we know. And other key sites at Hampi are Achyutraya temple, Pattabhirama temple, Lotus Mahal. Okay, बाद में देखेंगे इसको. And then toys. So toys are again, it was also in news. Toy-Cothon, all those things becomes important. So Channapatna toys, right? So Channapatna toys is in Karnataka. We know Mysore ruler Tipu Sultan almost patronized it. And then Kinnal toys. Okay, these two from Karnataka, Channapatna toys and Kinnal toys of Karnataka. This we can remember. And apart from this, Kondapalli, Etikopa, Nirmal, these are from Andhra, Telangana. Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. Life Bidi. So this no we can revise later. Apart from that, हाँ ये तो नितिन सिंघानिया से सेम इमेज मैंने लिया है. So Channapatna toys is in Karnataka, Kondapalli Andhra. I think these are no very important ones. Channapatna Karnataka, Kondapalli Bommalu toys of Andhra, and then Kinnal toys of Karnataka. So this received a patronage of Vijayanagara Empire. Okay, so this is about toys, which was in news because of Toykathon also. And then Yakshagana. So Yakshagana we saw it. Previous question already here Yakshagana. Just they had asked to match Yakshagana Karnataka. So Vision also had covered. Bhavai they have covered. Gujarat ka hai. Garba no Gujarat ka hai. And then Yakshagana also they had covered. So just see some details. Yakshagana is a traditional Indian theatre form of Karnataka. So it combines dance, music, dialogue, costume, makeup, and stage techniques. So Yaksha means demigod. Okay. And Ghana means song. So this is about it. I mean nothing much here. Broadly, there was already asked. No, they've already asked. So if they ask again, they might ask some depth about it. Okay, so it combines all these things: dance, music, dialogue, costume, and Yaksha means demigod. Okay, this you can remember. And apart from that, if you see from the same heading, Bayalata is there. In Karnataka, there is Bayalata. So, see, Bayalu means open place. Okay, open as a ground, Maidan as a social. So that is why it's called open air theatre. Bayalata, tradition of Karnataka. And then it is, in the name of local deity, they perform it. And some themes are the same. Ramayana, Mahabharata themes, for example, love of Radha and Krishna. This is called Bayalata. And then Tala Maddale. See, Tala Maddale also was in news because of the Yakshagana connection. So Tal is a kind of cymbal, and the Maddale is a kind of drum. So Tala Maddale, cymbal and drum. Okay, it is generally considered as a predecessor of Yakshagana. Okay, the play is performed while sitting and without any costumes. Observe this key fact: without any costumes, dance on acting. Okay, so generally we associate this with Karnataka as well as Kerala. Even Yakshagana also, generally it is Karnataka or Kerala, right? तो ये था about Yakshagana and Tala Maddale. Moving forward, see Konkani. Why this is important? Because see Delhi government they have given nod to set up Konkani Language Academy. Okay, but Konkani, if you see, majorly it comes in the coast, Konkan coast we tell, na? Konkan coast. So Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, Kerala, in that region, this Konkani language is there. So Konkani is an Indo-European language spoken in Goa. Okay, and then coastal areas of Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Kerala. It was included in 8th schedule. So just remember that it is part of 8th schedule. Okay, 8th schedule may be here. And then other language, generally we can remember. Moving forward, Purandara Dasa. Okay, Purandara Dasa, again, actually if you see Purandara Dasa ke upar, questions have already been asked. PYQ mein they've asked. Prior to 2013-14, they've asked. Just they've asked to match, okay, Purandara Dasa with state. Again, Karnataka, that level. But if they go depth, they can ask all these things. Karnataka government will commence field research at Keshapura. So this is a place in Karnataka to solve the mystery of the birthplace. जो भी confusion है ना, where is the birthplace of Purandara Dasa. To solve that, but he is considered the Pitamaha of Carnatic music, right? So this is about Purandara Dasa.
One of the trio, no?
हाँ, correct. Tell the other two.
Tyagaraja.
नहीं.
Trio is different, I think. Trio is different, ना?
हाँ, कर्नाटक के 3 trio है ना?
हाँ, मुत्तु स्वामी दीक्षितर.
हाँ, वो अलग है. मुत्तुस्वामी दीक्षितर, श्यामा शास्त्री and त्यागराज.
हाँ, correct. They are the trio. Okay. They come almost 17th-18th century के time में, but this is Purandara Dasa 1484 to 1563. Okay, during Vijayanagara Empire. Again, a very important theme. This Carnatic Hindustani music difference we know that Hindustani is Vedic tradition, raga based, Turco-Persian, Bandish, Gharana sab hai, and then Carnatic is influenced by the Bhakti movement, as we saw Dasa movement.
Dasa is specific to Karnataka, right?
Correct. And then if you see, it is Kriti based. There's no influence of outside, so it is very indigenous. And then no such thing of as Bandish. Okay, fine. So this is about the difference. But this about Purandara Dasa is important because news mein hai and all these controversies going on, and also linked to Vijayanagara. That's why. So during the reign of Vijayanagara, and then he's a disciple of Vyasa Tirtha. Okay, Vyasa Tirtha was the Rajguru of Vijayanagara Empire, and then prior to his initiation to Haridasa tradition, he was called Srinivasa Naika. This was his other name. Okay, if they ask the other name, this is the other name, and then he's called Pitamaha. Oh, hello. Okay. is regarded as the Pitamaha of Carnatic music. Am I audible?
हाँ audible है.
Yes.
Okay, कुछ sound आ गया. Carnatic music. He systematized a method of teaching Carnatic music, and then he introduced this raga, Maya Malava Gola. I don't think they'll ask such specific.
Maya Malava Gaul.
हाँ, Maya Malava Gola. Okay, so this is the thing, and his pen name is Purandara Vithala. So Vithala again Vishnu, as you saw, right? Vithala temple. So Purandara Vishnu, same thing. Okay, so Swami Haridas, the teacher of the foremost Hindustani musician Tansen. So Tansen again, was asked, was a disciple of Purandara Dasa. So this is about Purandara Dasa. So moving on next, see Siddhi tribes, were in news recently. Siddhi tribe, because Siddhi people are basically from African origin. They migrated here and they've settled here. What happened recently? The first Siddhi community member was elected to our legislature. So that is why it is in news. So if you see Vision, I shared this map. Just see the Siddhi community in Karnataka. Okay, I think this much should be sufficient for our sake. Siddhi community from which place is Karnataka. Okay, others we already know, right? Katkari is in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Maldari, Lion Wala, Tharu tribe of Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh, Bihar again Tharu, Mia community, right? And then Odisha mein Bonda, Mankidia, Sentinelese, all this, in Tamil Nadu it is Malayali. Okay, fine, we move forward. The next is lithium. As you know, in Mandya, this place, okay, in Mandya, this lithium deposits, they found lithium resources in igneous rocks of this place. No need to remember the place, just remember Mandya district of Karnataka. That should be sufficient. This was about this news. Next is vanadium. See, vanadium, why? Because as you know, Arunachal Pradesh mein they have found vanadium, right? But in currently in India, the largest reservoir of vanadium is in Karnataka. Okay, so that is why this have picked. So largest currently is in Karnataka, but it was in news because they found vanadium in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, Geological Survey has found promising concentration of vanadium metal in Karnataka, but largest is in Karnataka, followed by Maharashtra and Odisha. So this is about vanadium. And moving to groundwater, see, as we know, Niti Aayog ne wo that composite water management index mein they had no threat, scared everyone that by 2020 zero day ho jayega in many states, including Bangalore, Karnataka, everywhere. So if you see, India uses most groundwater in the world, right? And then majority have become overexploited. So if you see, Karnataka is also one state where majority of the overexploited units are concentrated. Punjab, Haryana, we know Green Revolution Belt, Delhi, Western UP, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Karnataka also. So these are the areas where groundwater is extensively used. So overexploited areas में आएगा ये सब. This is about groundwater. And then a grasshopper news में था. If you see this news, red list assessment of Indian grasshoppers. Okay, so this was done by IUCN. First, you must remember this from the exam perspective. Grasshopper specialist group of IUCN. Okay, this group is of IUCN. So what they did, they initiated to assess grasshoppers in India, and what they found was this project will start in Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Okay, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is spread over 3 states. So these 3 states we must remember: Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. Tri-junction and all these things. But if you see, the assessment will also include a new species of grasshopper. Okay, this new species of grasshopper, very specific to Kerala. This is okay, named Titylobis trishula. So this is about this. But just remember that they'll start from the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve to start assessing this, and then specifically it will also assess this new species of grasshopper. Okay, but from the exam perspective, we can remember that Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is spread across 3 states: Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. Okay, moving forward, tiger. So we know that this tiger census while a report had come, and in that Madhya Pradesh is first, right? Madhya Pradesh is first, 526 hai, and then second is Karnataka, 524. Okay, so top 3, if you can remember, it should be sufficient. It is Madhya Pradesh first, second is Karnataka, and then Uttarakhand, which is at 3rd position. So if a standalone question comes, which tiger reserve has the highest number of tigers, what would be the answer?
MP.
No, Jim Corbett. Okay, so Jim Corbett has the highest number of tigers. Only, even if they ask only tiger reserve. Okay, but state-wise it is MP 526, then Karnataka, and then it is Uttarakhand. But this fact, this largest contiguous tiger population, so continuous zone, तो वो डेफिनेटली इज इन वेस्टर्न घाट्स, क्योंकि पूरा स्ट्रेच बन जाता है ना. नागरोले, बंडीपुर, बोथ आर इन कर्नाटका, वायनाड, मुदुमलाई, सत्यमंगलम, बिल्डगिरी, रंगनाथ. सो दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट कंटिग्यूस जोन. सो 724 यहाँ पर हो जाता है. So this is a continuous zone, Western Ghats. So for this only we must remember that why same thing tiger, MP, Karnataka and Uttarakhand. Okay. Moving forward, tiger we know that it is endangered. Okay. Uh, Coming to leopard, okay, after tiger, leopard, if you see, leopard may also wear second like tiger, but इसमें first is MP, हाँ same ना, even tiger is also MP is first, so even in leopard also MP is first, followed by Karnataka and Maharashtra. Okay, here also wait a second, here this is vulnerable, so ये leopard पे था. Moving forward, Great Indian Bustard. So Great Indian Bustard, generally we associate with Rajasthan and that region, but we must also know that it is spread across even in southern region. Like for example, Rajasthan, Gujarat maybe here, Nalia, Varora, Maharashtra is important site, and Ballari in Karnataka, because it is very dry, same Ustaraka climate, which is necessary for Great Indian Bustard. Okay, so it is spread across even Karnataka also. This is what we must remember. And then coming to national parks which were in news, ये है Bandipur. Okay, Bandipur and Nagarole. So Nagarole they've already asked, right? 2020 में we saw. So Bandipur में just see some key facts. So Karnataka is also part of Nilgiri Biosphere. Just we saw it, three places. Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka is part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. So it is the largest habitat of wild elephants of South Asia. Okay, just remember this, largest of wild elephants in South Asia. And then it shares its boundary with 3 other national parks, right? So Nagarole, we saw it was a contiguous zone. Wayanad also, Kerala, and then Mudumalai. So this is the same thing which we saw, pura contiguous zone. So if you see here, कहाँ गया वो? हाँ, see Nagarole, Bandipur, Wayanad, Mudumalai, Satyamangalam. So it's a continuous zone. So it has all these share boundary. Okay. And then rivers में Kabini. So this was the tributary of Kaveri. And then Moya River flows through this Bandipur. So this we must remember. And then forests are dry deciduous forest is prominent here. And then fauna में it harbors the 3rd highest tiger density. Okay, elephant, leopard, dhole, sambar, sloth bear, all these are there. Okay, so this is about Bandipur. And Nagarole already asked. So it's also called Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Okay, Nagarole, and then is located in Kodagu, which is in coast, and then Mysuru district of Karnataka. Apart from that, Bandipur, Mudubalai, and Wayanad are adjacent to this. We saw, and then rivers. If you see river, Nagarole river specifically is there, but it joins the Kabini, which is again part of Kaveri as a tributary, and which is also boundary between Nagarole and Bandipur. Okay, and then fauna, if you see, it is chital, which is a spotted deer. Okay, this you can remember. So these two are important. Okay, from the exam perspective, more important. Coming to black panther, so now we saw tiger, leopard, and then black panther recently was spotted. So this was spotted in Kabini Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, so that is why this was in news. Black panther. So found in Kabini Wildlife Sanctuary, Anshi Dandeli Sanctuary. No, this we'll see in the later map. Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve and Tadoba Andheri of Maharashtra. So black panther can be found here. And then black panther refers to largest felines, okay, family of cats, by a coat of black fur. Okay, this we all know because of the melanin. Next आता है after Black Panther it is Dole. Okay, so why this? Because these 3 states, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Madhya Pradesh, so they have ranked high in the conservation of this Dole wild dog. So its status is endangered. Okay, endangered. But these 3 states, okay, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Madhya Pradesh, so they have ranked high for its conservation. So they are apex predators of forest ecosystem. Okay, nothing much about this. Just remember that Dole, Asiatic dog, wild dog, these 3 states have ranked high, and its status is endangered. So this article I had shared a DST का एक link डाला था. This was that. Okay, pipe warts. So this pipe warts, now there's this species. Recently, 2 new species have been found of this pipe warts. Okay, pipe wart. First of all, this was found by Pune. Okay, Agarkar Research Institute, Pune. They have found this a part of DST. जो मैंने लिंक डाला था ना जस्ट हाफ एन आवर बैक, वो था ये 2 new species of pipe warts in Maharashtra and Karnataka. See, from exam perspective, this is very much important because of its properties, medicinal properties of anti-cancer, analgesic, so basically needed for medicine. This is very important. So they have found this in Western Ghats and Karnataka. Okay, so broadly, if you remember at that level, should be sufficient, I guess. But if we go in depth, this, if you see this name, na Eriocolon caravalinis. So Caravali is the name of literally means coast. So coastal Karnataka, this was found. That's why they've named after the same thing. Karavali Nees. Karavali means coastal Karnataka. Okay. Ereo colon Karavali Nees. Okay, so this pipe wort, these species, two new species have been found in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Moving forward, this now critical endangered species है तो important है humpback mahshir. Okay, it's called tiger of the water. So this is only found in Kaveri River Basin. So it's very endemic to Kaveri River Basin, as we see critically endangered है. And then it originates in Brahmagiri hills of Western Ghats of Karnataka. So as you know, Kaveri originates in the same place. So that is why it's called tiger of the water, humpback mahshir, critically endangered. Okay. So this one remember Kaveri Basin में this will be found critically endangered. So moving forward, so this is about Noctiluca scintillans. Okay, Noctiluca scintillans. So ये क्या है? This is the blooms of this is commonly known as sea sparkle. Okay, are being witnessed along the coast of Maharashtra and Karnataka. If you see these images now, you can see the sparkling of the seas. Okay, so this was found recently. It's a free living marine dwelling species of dinoflagellate. Okay, so bioluminescence. So ये word है ना, just try to know this bioluminescence.
Something like a bluish to be light आता है ऐसा टाइप का.
हाँ
एक फिल्म पिक्चर था ना उसमें जो बाली का बीच होता है.
हाँ
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 वो ग्रीन था.
ओके तो वही स्पार्कलिंग वाला वी कैन सी. ओके so where specifically if they ask, it is on the coast of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Okay, so next चलते हैं blue flag. So if you see recently 2 beaches in Karnataka have got the blue flag certification, Kasargod and Padubidri beach. Okay, so these 2 beaches have got a blue flag certification. So I know, just see the map once again. These 2 are in Karnataka, Padubidri and Kasargod. Recently it got. Apart from this, we know Kappad beach in Kerala, Gogla beach, Diu, Shivrajpur beach in Gujarat, Golden beach Odisha, Rushikonda AP एंड राधानगर इन आंध्र प्रदेश. इसके अलावा कुछ किसी और को मिला है क्या? नहीं ना? नॉट श्योर. ओके, तो दिस वाज द रिसेंट 2 बीचेस. ओके, पडोबिद्री एंड कासरगोड इन कर्नाटका. ओके, नेक्स्ट चलते हैं. सी दिस नो वेरी माइनर. देयर वाज अ स्कीम. ओके, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी दे proposed a scheme for development of wind parks and hybrid solar parks, basically wind and solar. So इसलिए they have selected these states, limited states, and mostly solar rich states below the Tropic of Cancer, like for example Tamil Nadu, Andhra, Karnataka, Telangana, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and MP. Okay, nothing much here. Just wanted to highlight this scheme. Apart from that, EV policy. EV policy में Karnataka is almost taking a lead. That is why this news item. Just see this fact that Karnataka was the first state in the country. Okay, they asked which is the first state. It was Karnataka, which is the first state to introduce a policy dedicated to electric vehicles. Okay, so again, like IT, Karnataka is taking a lead in EV revolution. So Bengaluru is called the EV capital. Okay, EV capital of India. These 2 facts we can remember. Karnataka is the first in the country to introduce the policy dedicated to EVs, and then Bengaluru is called the EV capital. ऐसा बोलते हैं. Okay. Moving forward, millets. So in millets, specifically if you see millets का production जो है ना, almost drought prone areas में it is more. And if you see Karnataka का topmost, almost half, if you see it is in drought prone region, and Maharashtra जो भी linked है. So if you see during this period, maximum area under millets was in Rajasthan, followed by Maharashtra and Karnataka. Okay, this fact I wanted to highlight, that Rajasthan, Karnataka and Maharashtra contribute to the millet production. Okay, nothing much here. And we know that like 2023 is the International Year of Millets. So इसमें बस इतना ही millets. Okay, moving forward, art forms which Vision had covered was from Karnataka specifically. They've covered some puppetry related things. For example, if you see Tolpavakottu, we know it's Kerala, shadow puppetry, but other shadow puppetry in India is Togalu Gombiata. So this specifically, Togalu Gombiata is from Karnataka. Okay, Togalu Gombiata is from Karnataka, and Tol Bammalata is from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, and then Ravanachaya is from Odisha. So just wanted to highlight this fact that Togalu Gombiata is from Karnataka. It's a shadow puppetry. This is a news, Tol Pavakottu of Kerala, again a shadow puppetry. Apart from that, just observe the Kambala. Kambala also I think is already asked. Okay, previous question and very long back. It's annual buffalo race in Karnataka. So this is Kambala. It happens in coastal districts of Dakshin Kannada, Udupi, basically coastal regions. Okay, so this is Kambala race. Like Jallikuttu happens in Tamil Nadu, right? Similar way, it happens in Karnataka, Kambala.
विजय
Huh?
थोड़ा सा जूम कर लो यार.
Is it?
Cool. ठीक
Okay.
ठीक.
Okay, so this was about Kambala. Okay, and then moving forward, Panjit, next news item was Bhimsen Joshi के बारे में. Okay, so recently, year long we are celebrating the centenary of Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. So he was a Hindustani classical vocalist from Karnataka. Okay, so specifically what we can remember is Hindustani music, and then Kirana. We can remember this Gharana. Okay, of Kirana Gharana. So this was his Gharana. Okay, and also we know that he has been given Bharat Ratna, right, 2008. So these broad facts about Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, if you can remember, it's important to feel. And then moving forward, this is about a global geoparks. Okay, what has happened is a geological survey has chosen some locations from Maharashtra and Karnataka for this UNESCO global geopark sites. Okay, so they've chosen, but it has not been selected yet. Okay, so these two sites I just want to highlight. So one is Lonar Lake. We all know Ramsar bhi ho gaya hai, but it is yet to become this global, geo park. Okay, so Lonar Lake is one, and then Saint Mary's Highland. So this I wanted to highlight: Saint Mary Highland and Malpe Beach of Karnataka. So these two have been picked up for this global geopark thing. Okay, Lonar Lake and then Saint Mary's Island and Malpe Beach. So these two.
And I think there is
Where is
one
this?
thing common in these two. Both places have basalt rocks.
Correct. Mentioned. No? So only one formed in basalt rock, this one, and then it is a hexagonal mosaic of basalt rocks, right? So these two.
Is Malpe, acha, it's a beach, no? So coastal area.
Yes. Okay, Udupi made it there, Malpe Beach. Okay,
Right.
that's about it. These two places you can remember. Next, moving forward, some monuments which was in news was this Bahmani Deccan Sultans. One is the Bahmani monuments at Gulbarga. See why this was in news, because recently we know that Dolavera became the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Right? Along with Dolavera, they had sent this location also. They had nominated this also, but only Dolavera was selected recently. So just know that this Bahmani monument, just revise, okay? Bahmani monuments at Gulbarga, 14th century, Gulbarga Fort and the Great Mosque. So Gulbarga was the first capital of Bahmani dynasty. Okay, and apart from that, इसमें कुछ facts देखना है तो this is important, like Adil Shahi monuments at Bijapur. So Adil Shahi monuments at Bijapur, and Gol Gumbaz, again previous year question, it's the most remarkable monument within the fort of Gol Gumbaz, the second largest dome in the world, and the tomb of Muhammad Adil Shah. Okay, this fact. And apart from that, Qutub Shahi monuments also they had sent, but again not selected. Maybe future में होगा. Okay, Hyderabad, Telangana, Qutub Shahi monuments. Okay, moving forward, Hampi. So Hampi again, we have seen it was in news again. The stone chariot of at Hampi. If you remember, na, there was one video where many, they were destroying this monument. Okay, बहुत viral हुआ था वो video. So that's why this was in news. It's a chariot dedicated to Garuda, built inside the Vitala temple. So we saw Vitala temple earlier also, right? It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Karnataka, Hampi, Tungabhadra River. Apart from that, it was built by Krishnadevaraya of Vijayanagara Empire, right? So this we saw. And apart from that, from GI,
I think this is the only place now where there is one Shiva temple, one Vishnu temple, and in between there is I think some other temple.
correct. Okay. So next, some GI items में Kolhapuri chappal was in news, but this GI is shared between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Okay, so Kolhapuri chappal, if you see Kolhapur, Sangli, Satara, Solapur districts of Maharashtra, and in Karnataka, Dharwad, Belgaum, जो भी bordering है ना, they have shared this GI, Kolhapuri chappal. So in 20th century, Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj of Kolhapur encouraged this production, and it's certain. So Kolhapuri chappal is famous, So, but this is shared by two states. That's about this news. And then about the Kodava community. See, this Kodava community was in news because central government decided to continue a British rule of exempting the Kodava community from obtaining license for firearms. because they are very famous for their contribution to the army and such. Even today, many people are from this Kur region. No? They contribute.
General Cariappa, I guess.
Yes, he was the first marshal, right? So he's
Yeah.
also from this region, correct? So this was minor thing about Just know that Kodava, Karnataka, Coorg region. Okay.
Actually, when you go to Coorg, you will find Cariappa statue right in the
Correct.
middle of the
Correct.
this thing.
So very famous personality, first marshal. So just know few facts about Kodavas. It's a martial community of Coorg region in Karnataka, and worship weapons during this Kyle Pod festival. Okay, this Kyle Pod festival, very famous festival. They carry the weapons and they celebrate. You can see on YouTube Kyle Pod festival, and they're the only community. Okay, since this only thing, just remember, only community in country who are exempted from obtaining arms licenses. Okay, so Kodavas, because of the contribution to the defense sector. So Coorg is called the land of generals because many generals are there. First among them being General Cariappa. Okay, moving forward, some portal, you will be hearing Bhumi project of Karnataka is very famous for its digitization of land records. Okay, just want to highlight that here, Bhumi project. Apart from that, if you see, Bhudhar is there of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Bhudhar of Andhra, and Mahabulek. Okay, Mahabulek of Maharashtra. So you can remember Bhumi of Karnataka, Bhudhar of Andhra, and Mahabulek of Maharashtra. Nothing much. Moving forward, I just wanted to highlight some regional things about art. They were asking art and culture type of questions, so that's why I've just added from Nitin Singhania. Okay, so if you see sari wise, in Karnataka, there's one famous sari called Ilkal sari. Okay, so Ilkal sari, it's very famous. A use of kasuti embroidery with chariot and elephant as a common motif. So Ilkal actually is a place in Karnataka, and so Ilkal sari is very famous. Others you can later see. For example, Puchampalli we know Andhra Pradesh, Potola Gujarat, and then Chanderi we know Madhya Pradesh, Tant West Bengal, Bomkai is famous again Odisha, Konrad Tamil Nadu. Okay, so Kalamkari again previous question Andhra Pradesh. This we saw, na? Question was there. Upada, Jamdani,
Uppada Jamdani.
Andhra Pradesh. So finest silk, pure zari. Okay. Jamdani, again, we might generally get confused with Jamdani of West Bengal and Upada. But if it's Upada, it is Andhra Pradesh. Only Jamdani, generally we refer to as West Bengal. Apart from that, these two GI tags, like Venkatagiri sari of Andhra and Odisha. Okay, this is not deviating, but I just want to highlight this Ilkal regional sari of Karnataka. Okay, this is about regional sari. Again, embroidery wise, if you see in Karnataka, this Kasuti. So this Kasuti, I think it was very long, very, prior to 2005 or something. They had asked this question: Kasuti embroidery of which state? So again, it is Karnataka. So kasuti is done with a single thread, involves counting of each thread and on the cloth. The patterns are stitched with knots so that both sides of the cloth look alike. Okay, this is some specific thing, but just remember Kasuti is from Karnataka. Others, we can revise, like Thoda they've already asked, Bani, Gujarat, Banjar also already asked. Okay, so we'll move on. Sujni, if you see Sujni also in that question it was there. Sujni is from Bihar. Okay, so moving forward, coming to metal crafts, some specific metal crafts. Famous one is Bidri. So Bidri craft. Bidri. You'll remember Bidri, Shankar Bidri, famous IPS officer, and even his daughter, first rank, she was there, no? Vijay Lakshmi Bidri. So Bidri craft, Karnataka. So it is an alloy of zinc and copper inland and thin sheets of silver. Okay, so this is about this famous thing, Bidri craft, which
By
is
any chance, is it around Bidar area?
exactly correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, same region. So Bidri craft, north only, Karnataka famous. So moving forward, footwear again we saw, right, Kolhapuri chappal. So just want to highlight the same Kolhapuri chappal of Maharashtra and Karnataka. Others can look at later. So wooden works may just want to highlight a few things about sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood is very famous, so that's why even Karnataka state tree is also sandal tree. So sandalwood, so it is used in various purposes. So this I just want to highlight here. Apart from this, other trees we can see later. This one fact about Buddhist monastery, what I want to highlight is, see this serial number 18. So in serial number 18, there's one famous monastery here, Namdroling Monastery. Okay, by the name you might appear that it is somewhere in Arunachal Pradesh or Ladakh, but this is in Karnataka. Okay, Namdroling Monastery, Bailokuppe is a place, but just remember Namdroling Monastery is in Karnataka. But other monasteries like largest we know Tawang, okay, and Sarnath we know.
Is it by any chance the second largest in the country?
I'm not aware. I'm not aware of that. Check करना
Okay.
पड़ेगा. But it's very famous. Many.
I'll check.
Okay, so post group में डाल दो if you find it out. Okay, so Nam rolling is in Karnataka. This fact I wanted to highlight here. But from that, others we can revise from this later. And then famous universities. I just want to highlight one university. Where it went? Oh, okay. Sorry, it is not here. Okay, famous university. I just want to highlight one university, but it's not here. I'll see and post later. Okay, but Vodantri is in Bihar, Vikramshila again Bihar. Okay, moving forward. See, spring festivals we know. Just wanted to highlight the name. It's called Yugadi. A New Year festival. It's called Yugadi in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Okay, we use the same name, Yugadi festival. New Year festival. It is Yugadi in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka both. Okay, others right? Chapcharkut they've already asked. Mizoram. And then I think Lai Aroba also they've already asked Manipur. Okay, moving forward. In sweets, here I just want to highlight one thing that Karnataka has the highest GIE registered goods. Okay, I think this was old 47 till April, but even if you see the current number also, I think Karnataka tops in terms of overall GI goods number. Okay, so maximum number of GI is from Karnataka. So this you can remember. And specifically, what I wanted to highlight is sweets is this thing. Okay, there's one thing called Dharwad Peda. So Dharwad is a district in northern part. It will come. So this Dharwad Peda is very famous sweet in Karnataka. Okay, this also has a GI. This I wanted to highlight in the sweet GI. And then moving on to coffee, this was in news. Okay, recently Coorg we saw right Coorg Arabica coffee of Karnataka, and then Chikmagalur again, neighboring districts, Chikmagalur Arabica coffee, and then this Baba Budangiri. So Baba Budangiri is also famous hill, Arabica coffee. So these three have GI. Okay, from Karnataka, Coorg Arabica coffee, Chikmagalur Arabica coffee, and Baba Budangiri coffee. Arabica. So all these have GI tags from Karnataka. And then Bhakti Saints, I just wanted to highlight about Madhvacharya. So Madhvacharya after Adi Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, then came Madhvacharya. So he was from Karnataka. He propounded Dvaita philosophy. So if you have to contrast from Shankaracharya, you can just contrast. Shankaracharya was Advaita. So Madhvacharya propounded Dvaita. So he was for dualism. And this thing specifically, he named his philosophy as Tattvavada. As per him, there lies a fundamental difference between Atman and Brahman, which was against Shankaracharya's philosophy. So this we can remember. From Karnataka, it was Madhvacharya, mainly that personality. Okay, apart from that, coming to Veerashaiva, this was the question previous year. Veerashaiva movement, no, we saw about Lingayat 12th century AD, right? Veerashaiva's Shaiva sect. So they came around 12th century in Karnataka, mainly Kalachuri dynasty. So dynasty name, try to remember because I've already asked the question. Sect was founded by Basavanna. Again in news, even in recently in London, right? London statue of Basavanna was installed. I mean, even Prime Minister also will keep telling about Basavanna's philosophy. Work is worship, that philosophy. And the followers were Veerashaivas and Lingayats. Okay, so Veerashaiva movement involved worshipping Shiva, the manifestation as Linga, and then wearing Linga on the left shoulder. And we know it, they don't do cremation, so they just bury the dead, as they believe that devotee will be united with Shiva, because since they believe that ultimately you connect with the god, so they will bury, they will not cremate, and they will not return to the world. So that is the thing. And then they question the theory of rebirth. So this was the statement which UPSC had asked. Okay, question the theory of rebirth and challenge the caste system. So both the statements were put in one statement: theory of rebirth and caste system. And they were very progressive, like encouraging post-puberty marriage and remarriage of widows. So all these things. So this is about Veerashaiva movement. Then Mahamastakabhisheka, this we know very famous. It's held once in 12 years. Shravana Belgula, a famous site where this is held. Mahamastakabhisheka. The festival is the holy bathing ceremony of 57 feet high statue of Bahubali. Okay, the son of Rishabhadeva. So Bahubali is the son of Rishabhadeva. Okay, you can remember this. Mahabhaskabhisheka held once in 12 years. Okay, just like Kumbh Mela type, Jain's famous thing. And specifically in Jain, try to remember this literature phase was very important in Karnataka. So between 9th and 12th century, Jain monks wrote extensively in Kannada. Okay, the three gems in Kannada literature. So these are called Pampa, Ronna, and Ponna. Pampa.
This was the trio I was talking about.
Okay,
Pampa,
okay.
Ponna, and Ranna.
They are about literature, okay, not music. So Kannada literature. Pampa, Ranna, and Ponna. There were famous writers related to Jainism also in Kannada, basically. And then they were also helpful in reviving this Lingayat movement, all those things. Okay. Specifically, I just want to highlight two sects here. This we already know. Like in Jainism, there are two sects, right? Digambaras, and Shvetambaras. So here, the fact which I want to highlight is the Bhadrabahu thing. So Digambaras. Under Bhadrabahu, he was an exponent of Digambara sect and he moved to Karnataka. So from the north, Digambaras came south. Bhadrabahu led those disciples. Okay, so Bhadrabahu associated with Digambara sect, they came to Karnataka, and then this Shvetambara, the opposite, right? It was Tulabhadra. He was a great exponent of this school, Shvetambara school. He stayed there only in the north. So Digambara, Shvetambara, and this Bhadrabahu. I just wanted to highlight here. Apart from that, I think Akshay was telling this only, the inscriptions thing. So here I just want to highlight this, what they had already asked. Musky, right? So in Musky, inscription, it's a village and an archaeological site in Raichur district of Karnataka. So this Musky, it lies on the bank of Musky River. Okay, Musky itself is a river. It's a tributary of Tungabhadra River. Again, the same Hampi River. The site has a minor rock edict of Ashoka. This is important because it's the first edict of Ashoka that contained the name Ashoka instead of Devanampiya or Piyadasi. So it is containing the name. So that is why this Musky inscription, I think, has already been asked. So just remember, Musky, again, important site, Musky River, Tungabhadra. It is in the name. Ashoka is portrayed in his name instead of Piyadasi. So this was about inscription. And then, this also, right? Kanganhalli. This was the question, 2019 wala question. So Kanganhalli inscription is located in Gulbarga district of Karnataka. Again, Ranyo Ashoka. This was the question. Single line label, Ranyo Ashoka. Okay, so moving forward, Vesara school, generally we associate with the Karnataka also, hybrid architecture. So Vesara school, also known as Karnataka school. So I've just picked straight from Nitin Singhania. So it's combined feature of, we know, right, Nagara and Dravida. So nothing much here, but just know the dynasties associated with this: Chalukyas, Badami, and Kalyani, Rashtrakutas, and then Hoysala. So Halebidu, the question was asked in 2020, Dwara Samudra, right? So Dwara Samudra is another name for Halebidu, so of the Hoysala dynasty. So these three things. Apart from that, Vijayanagara school, as I said, Hampi and Vijayanagara are almost important themes. So in Vijayanagara school, great patterns of art and culture with capital at Hampi, already asked. So they combined the features of Chola, Hoysala, Pandya, Chalukya, and architectural styles. So Vijayanagara school, some features, try to remember because they've already asked this question. This also they've asked, I think, two questions. The walls of the temples were highly decorated with carvings. Gopurams, were previously present in front side. So this is the key difference, that Gopurams earlier were present only in front side, but in Vijayanagara they were now built on all the sides, right? And the monolithic rock pillars were there, and then Yali, this creature, is there. This they had asked, I think, in 2018, Kalyana Mantapa, is a unique feature of which dynasty, something they had asked. So this is in Vijayanagara. Concept of secular buildings also came. So these two facts we can remember. Kalyana Mantapa, already asked again. Secular buildings is linked to this, and some famous things are stone chariot we saw earlier, and then it is inside the Vitala Swami complex, and Lakshmi Narasimha sculpture of Hampi. So this is about it. And specifically Badami caves also, one more previous year question area. Badami cave temples, of the capital of Chalukyas. So in this cave temple, both Hinduism, Jainism is present. Okay, Hinduism and Jainism, and largely part of rock cut architecture. So I just wanted to highlight Badami, a cave temple here. Apart from that, nothing much. Just know that even murals at Badami cave temples are present. It's one of the earliest surviving Hindu paintings. Okay, so murals at Badami is one of the earliest surviving paintings. So moving forward, Hoysala also, as I mentioned, that Halebidu Dwar Samudra did asked in 2020. So Hoysala art broadly, if you see, it's again specific to Karnataka. Hoysala is a place, and Halebidu is a place near Mandya. Lithium we saw, right? Mandya. Near that place, this comes Halebidu. Okay, so it developed in the period of almost roughly 1050 to 1300 AD. The prominent seat being Belur, Halebidu, and Sringeri. So Sringeri Mutt also you can remember, Sringeri Mutt of Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, one of the mutts is here. So some features, if you can see, multiple shrines were built around a central pillared hall. Okay, and this famous, this you all know, star shaped, right? Star shaped stellate pattern is there, and this very unique soft soapstone they've used. Okay, very buildings are very soft, and then both interior and exterior walls are very well decorated. Okay, this is about a Hoysala thing. And specifically, you can remember this term Jagati because it is done on upraised platform. Just like in Nagara, how it is done on upraised platform, temples were built on upraised platform known as Jagati, which are about 1 meter high. Okay, famous temples are they've already asked this. Hoysaleshwara temple is at where there is Halebeedu, Channakeshwar temple Beluru, and Channakeshwar temple Somnathpura. So these temples are important. Moving forward, this why I picked because one article was in news about Kittur and Channama. So some civil revolts. Okay, just remember some civil revolt. Just focus here. Kittur revolt happened in Karnataka, 1824. Okay, 1824. Kittur revolt by Kitturani Channama and Rayappa against the British interference in Kittur. So this is specifically the focus area. Okay, Kittur revolt, 1824 in Karnataka, part of the civil revolt. Apart from that, just want to highlight one thing about Gandhiji, which we all know, but just a revision that 1924 Belgaum session. Okay, Belgaum session is the only session where Gandhi presided. Belgaum, we know, right, in Karnataka, a disputed region. So 1924 Belgaum, Gandhi's only presidency. I just want to highlight that thing. And apart from that, I think we already discussed this New Mangalore port, right? New Mangalore port.
Belgaum session, he was trying to bring the no changes and true changes together. No?
Right, correct. Okay, so that's a fact about it. So Mangalore port, is one of the major ports. So in Karnataka, there is one major port that is New Mangalore port. I think we'll see this later also. But others, generally just revise ones: Kandla, Mumbai, JNPT, Marmugao, New Mangalore, Cochin, Tuticorin, Chennai, Ennore, Visakhapatnam, Paradeep, and Kolkata. Okay, so this is about it. And then just some miscellaneous fact, just wanted to add this. Seen in the representation, if you see to the Rajya Sabha, Karnataka is 12. Okay, but highest, just know that UP is highest, obviously, because it's population, and Karnataka is 12. Okay, Bihar is next. And then in the Lok Sabha, if you see, again, UP tops, Karnataka is 28 in terms of representation. Lok Sabha 28. Okay, and then here I think this they had asked very long back such questions. Okay, that's why we included coffee board. Coffee board is in Karnataka. Okay, coffee board is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. Because of the Karnataka is the largest producer of coffee, that's why. And then rubber board, Kerala, tea board, Kolkata, tobacco board, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, right? Spices board, again, spices, Kerala. Okay, this is the thing. I think they have asked all these three: coffee, tea also, and tobacco also. Earlier they used to ask. Okay, and then this I want to highlight because they had asked one question. For example, they had asked in the form of arrange. Observe this chronology. They had asked like this. Okay, formation of Haryana, and then fourth general election, and then Meghalaya and Tripura became full-fledged states, and then Mysore was renamed. Mysore was renamed in 1971. Before this, all these events had happened. Formation of Haryana, fourth general election, Meghalaya and Tripura became full state. So, like this question, try to focus in post-independence. I mean, chronology-wise questions. Okay. Just
So before 71, it was Mysore.
yes. Okay. First, it was called Mysore. Karnataka as a name came from 1971. Okay.
Right.
Just want to highlight that November 1st is the date of birth, as we say. It is shared with many states. For example, Chhattisgarh is also November 1st,
Yes.
Punjab, Haryana, MP, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, Tamil Nadu. All these have November 1st as their date of birth. Okay, foundation day. So moving forward, this we already discussed. Folk states. I've just added, because in the flow, like Yakshagana Viro, Yakshagana, Huttari, Veeragase is very famous. Okay, Veeragase. If it comes up, no, try to remember Karnataka Veeragase. Sugi is just a festival. Okay, it's just a folk name for festival. Kunita, yeah, that's it about this. Just focus on Karnataka, I think. And then a recent CA, just quick one-liners. Okay, just remember Mekedatu project. It was very much in news for controversy. So Mekedatu project, just remember that it is on Kaveri River and disputed between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Nothing much about it. And then in this, try to see this article once because the same thing is there. freedom struggle, what we discussed now, like Gandhi came here, so that they have mentioned in this article. You can click this and read later. And then health and wellness center. Karnataka was ranked first for health and wellness centers, based on some ranking. Okay, so just remember this: health and wellness centers ranked first. And then this is a key fact that first child budget was presented in our state. First child budget. And then Vijayanagara, this fact is very important because recently a new district was formed. Ballari was divided. Ballari district, which is discussed, right, for famous for iron ore, it was divided and a new district was formed. Vijayanagara is the name of that district. Okay, that is why Vijayanagara kingdom also becomes important for the prelims that we've already discussed. And then apart from that, first private sea bass hatchery to be set up in Karnataka. Okay, something no sea bass hatchery is there. Just look up this. Nothing. I don't think it's very important. And then this was a UN report. Okay, UN report had highlighted the threat of ISIS in Karnataka and Kerala. Okay, so for mains, not for prelims. And then in Karnataka, okay, this is nothing much. Banana revolution is ongoing, adjacent with Kerala, nothing much here. And leopard, we already saw, right? Karnataka second in leopard population, also in tiger also. Karnataka improves ranking in Niti Aayog's SDG index. So this, no, nothing much. So come to this fact that in the innovation index, so Niti Aayog's innovation index, we have topped. So this fact is important for exam. Innovation index, we are the top posting. And even we discussed, right, economic survey also, that innovation, they have dedicated a chapter, so it might become important. And apart from that, see, in the first this scene of crime officers. Okay, Karnataka has formed this scene of crime officers. Okay, if something comes up on scene of crime officers, which state? It is Karnataka. Apart from that, we discussed the Siddhi community in the map. So this was that. This person is India's first legislator from African origin Siddhi community. So he became the first legislator from the African origin Siddhi community. Okay. Apart from that, this lake, we keep hearing news about that Bellandur lake. You keep seeing that froth, right? Burning thing. So one more lake is in news, Kittiganalli Lake. Okay, this is the Kittiganalli Lake. NGT has also put fine on Karnataka for pollution. So almost all the lakes are in news for wrong reasons in Karnataka. Yes. Okay. This was about some recent news. Okay. Now we'll quickly come to the map thing. Okay. फटाफट complete कर दूंगा. Okay. See. See, now you can, we will be able to better connect. See, Karnataka was first formed on 1st November 1956 and renamed as Karnataka in 1973. Okay, so this was the first fact we saw. 371J. Okay, 371J provides for special provision for Hyderabad Karnataka region. Okay, so this we all know. 371J. कोई बोल सकता है A to no J? I think Sanjay, if you tell, it will be revision.
मेरा वॉइस आ रहा है?
हाँ हाँ.
ए होता है नागालैंड, बी होता है असम, सी होता है मणिपुर, डी होता है आंध्र प्रदेश, ई होता है तेलंगाना, एफ होता है सिक्किम, एफ जी के बाद होता है मिजोरम, और जी के बाद एच होता है अरुणाचल प्रदेश, एच फिर आई होता है कर्नाटका, आई गेस. नो, आई होता है गोवा और जे फॉर कर्नाटका.
Right. Thanks. Okay. So J is for Karnataka, and then Karnataka's Khadi Gramodyoga Samyukta Sangha. It is the only unit in India that is authorized to manufacture and supply this flag. Okay. So this is the only authorized unit to sell Khadi for the flag. And then Karnataka is the largest exporter of coffee in country. That's why we have coffee board here. So this we discussed. And then Gol Gumbaz we saw in Bijapur. It is the largest dome in India and second largest in the world, right? And then silk also, Karnataka tops. 85% of raw silk of India is produced and marketed from Karnataka. Okay, so this is a key fact you can remember. And then Agumbe is a village in Karnataka, is also called Chirapunji of South India. Okay, because it rains heavily here. And then Gomateshwara statue. So this we saw, right, of that Mahamastakabhisheka once in 12 years. So this is the statue. Gomateshwara statue of Shravana Belgola is the tallest monolithic statue in the world. So moving on.
One thing I would like to add, Karnataka is also the largest solar producer.
Okay. Solar producer also we top. So moving forward, so you just see the states. Okay, boundaries. first, moving clockwise, Goa hai, okay, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and then Tamil Nadu, Kerala. So there are totally 6 states bordering Karnataka. Okay, moving forward. So if you see broadly, if you observe, it's not broad. These are broad divisions. Okay, North Karnataka, South Karnataka, coastal Karnataka. It's called Canara Coast, and then Canara Bank. You might have heard, right? Canara Bank. So that's the same thing.
Yes.
Coast, and then Malenadu. Okay, generally, what you can observe is, as always, you can see a divide. North is less developed compared to south, and that's why there's a demand for north. There's a demand for new statehood for North Karnataka, just like what happened in
Just like Telangana and Andhra.
yes, same thing. Okay, there's a demand here in this region, and this region also, if you see every year, okay, from the past 3 years, affected by floods. Okay, every year, past 3 years, it's happening. Flood this entire region because of Krishna, Bhima, all those rivers, Rath, and because of all the big dams are here, Almaty Dam, all those dams, it will be flooded annually. Okay, it is happening almost from past 3 years. All the crops are getting damaged. So North Karnataka, there is that growing demand for that thing, and then coastal Malenadu and South Karnataka. Okay, moving forward, if you see the relief. 60% of area of the state comprises of arcane complex made up of Dharwad. Dharwad, is a place in Karnataka. Dharwad district we saw. Dharwad schist and granitic gneisses. Okay, Dharwad rocks are economically the most important rocks because they possess valuable minerals. So, that's why Karnataka is rich in iron ore. Okay, iron ore, manganese, copper, lead, and I also talked about vanadium. Right, vanadium is also part of this group only. In this rock only it is found because we saw, right, it was igneous kind of rock. So this is the thing. Moving forward, see, just observe the coral. Coastal Karnataka is also called Karavali, as we discussed, right? Lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. So Deccan Plateau as called Bayalu Sime. See, Bayalu is like open field. So Bayalu means open. So that's why there's no vegetation. That's why it's called open. And we also discussed the point about Great Indian Bustard. Right? Great Indian Bustard also prefers such a landscape. That's why you can find the Great Indian Bustard here. And then hilly Malenadu region comprises mainly of Western Ghats. So Western Ghats you can see spread. That question of Western Ghats, you can connect here. And then just see the peaks. Okay, Baba Budangiri we saw. Baba Budangiri is in Karnataka, Baba Budan Hills. And then Kudremukh. Okay, Kudremukh is famous. Iron ore, Karnataka. From here, they were connecting it to the Mangalore port and they were exporting. Okay, and then Pushpagiri Mountains, it's also here, and Nilgiri. Okay, Nilgiri, we discussed the 3 states. Okay, and then Mulayagiri, located in Baba Budangiri, is the highest peak in Karnataka. So this Mulayagiri is the highest peak present in Baba Budangiri. Okay, so moving forward, as I was telling, no, north is dominated by rivers. So you can see, let's just observe this map closely. Bhima River, okay, tributary of Krishna. Every year this floods this entire region. And then Krishna, again Krishna carries huge volume from Maharashtra. So Krishna, Ghataprabha, Malaprabha. These are the famous tributaries of Krishna. And just want to highlight that.
Vijay, can you zoom a little bit?
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, that'll do. Thank you.
Okay, so okay, see the Bhima. Okay, first Bhima, famous tributary of Krishna, and then observe Krishna, and then Ghataprabha, and then Malaprabha. Okay, these are famous rivers, and then next famous river is Tungabhadra, on which Hampi is located. So in Karnataka has 2 World Heritage sites. One is Hampi, located on Tungabhadra, and other is Aihole Patatkal on Malaprabha. Okay, these 2 important rivers you can remember. Apart from that, just see this Netravati. Okay, Netravati is a west flowing river which originates in Kudremukh. So Kudremukh hills we saw, right? So very famous. So there Netravati originates and it merges into Arabian Sea. So that is west flowing river. So here Netravati you can see here. And apart from this, you see Jog Falls. So Jog Falls is also India's highest waterfalls. Okay, so it's called Gerusope Falls, created by Sharavati River. So just remember this river also. I think long back they had asked. Long back, I think before 2000s, they were asking such question, Jog Fall and river. So Jog Fall is in Sharavati River, and they are the second highest plunge waterfall. Second highest plunge waterfall, but in terms of highest waterfall, I think this is the highest waterfall. Okay, we can see that. Apart from this, just try to observe some of these reservoirs. Like for example, Tungabhadra Dam is there, biggest dam of Tungabhadra River. Apart from that, this Linganamaki, some minor dam is there. I mean, not required for national level, but just telling, it's on Sharavati river. Sharavati again is on Jogfall. Okay. Apart from that, try to observe the Kaveri here. As we discussed, Talakaveri is the origin point, Brahmagiri hills. Okay, here. And then moves forward. Hemavati is a tributary, Shimsha, Arkavati, and then here KRS Dam. Okay, famous KRS Dam. Shesharaya, built this, and then Kabini.
Krishnaraj Sagar.
Ha.
Yes.
KRS Dam here, and then Kabini River. Okay, tributary coming from Kerala. So this is about this thing, drainage. Okay, moving forward. Okay, they've given again. If you see Bhima joins Krishna at the border of Telangana and Karnataka. So if you see here, no, exactly at the border, Bhima is trying to join Krishna. Okay, so Bhima is this thing, and then Krishna flows from Maharashtra into the state. Yes, as we saw, right? It is flowing from Maharashtra into the state. Together with tributaries Bhima, Ghataprabha, and Malaprabha, it drains the North Karnataka region. Okay, creating floods annually. This is the thing. And Bijapur district is also called Land of Five. Okay, because of this five rivers are flowing, right? So Bhima, land of five, it is Bijapur. Okay, Bijapur we also saw in that Adil Shah thing, right? So
Gol Gumbaz.
Should we consider it like Punjab of Karnataka?
I think you can tell. Okay, so land of five because of the flow of Bhima, Ghataprabha, Malaprabha, Krishna, and Doni. Okay, small river, and then Raichur Dog, no, very famous conflict position in medieval history. So region between confluence of Krishna and Tungabhadra river. So Krishna and Tungabhadra, this is the Raichur Dog. So moving forward, as we saw, Kaveri is also disputed river between Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry. Okay, so Kaveri, just some facts, rises from Talakaveri. Here we saw, okay, Brahmagiri hills, largest river and lifeline of Karnataka. Even if you see for Bangalore also, it's a lifeline because it's very far. Bangalore is very far from Kaveri's natural path, but still we get river water from Kaveri. Okay, unlike Delhi, if you see, it's very Yamuna is located on Delhi, but here it's very far, but still we are dependent on Kaveri to a lot extent. And then famous projects like KRS, Mettur, we saw conflict in between, currently it's in conflict. And then tributaries are Hemavati, Kabini, Arkavati, Harangi. So this we saw, right? Just observe once again: Arkavati, Shimsha, Hemavati, okay, Kabini, from Kerala. Okay, so moving forward, these are some of the dams, right? As I was telling, Almaty Dam, very huge dam over the Krishna River. So you can see here Almaty Dam. Often farmers complain that earlier, this was a boon. Now farmers are telling that this is becoming a bane. Okay, so that old debate of dam, boon or bane debate, it has been revived. And then this Renuka Sagar is on Malaprabha River. So as I said, Malaprabha is on World Heritage Site of Aihole, Patatkal, and Tungabhadra River, right? Remember Tungabhadra Dam and Hampi. Okay, nothing much here. And Bhadra.
So Renuka and Renuka Sagar, two different things we need to remember, right?
Correct. Renuka Sagar, Malaprabha. Okay, but I think this is minor. This time I might not ask. That I think Renuka Lake, na? Renuka Lake बोल रहे हो ना आप?
हाँ वो रामसर साइड भी है ना?
Correct.
हरियाणा में ना?
Himachal.
Sorry, Himachal. Sorry.
So this Bhadra again, Bhadra River, okay, Bhadra, and then Harangi, we saw Harangi River, okay, nothing much, and KRS is on Kaveri. So we'll move forward. Coming to soils, as you know, it's part of extended region.
कृष्ण राजा सागर वो है क्या जो मैसूर में है, like something nearby Vrindavan garden?
Same.
Correct, वही.
Wait. Okay. Vishweshwaraya Dam. Okay, and then moving to soils, black soil, as you know, part of Deccan Traps extended region. So black soil rich है northern में. That's why earlier cotton was grown heavily, but now it is being diversified. And then broadly see here, observe first black soil extensively found in districts of North Karnataka, favorable to cultivate a variety of crops like cotton, jowar, maize, sunflower, chili, paddy, pulses, and onion. Okay, so this is thing. And laterite soil, as we know, it's in the coast. Laterite is largely in the coast because of heavy rainfall and elevation. So ideally, it is famous for commercial crops. You can remember that famous endosulfan thing, right? Cashew plantation, all that issue. It is found in Kasargod district and this bordering region, laterite soil. And then red and yellow soil. So red and yellow soil are the rest remaining region. So in districts of South Karnataka like Bengaluru, Tumkur, so all this region is poor soil only. You can say red and yellow soil, favorable to cultivate groundnut, pulses, millets, which are rain-fed crops. Almost if you see this part, now this is lies in the rain shadow region. That's why it is almost red yellow soil. Western Ghats act as a barrier, and one of the reason you can say. Okay, so
So, but still they have very good agriculture, right?
yes.
Kolar, yeah. They rely more on irrigation.
Correct.
Uh,
That's why groundwater, one of the critical overexploited. They say Nitya.
Right.
That's one of the reason. And these are
Recently, someone had asked on the group, I think, why is red soil red? It's mainly due to the presence of this iron ore, no? Am I right?
correct. See, basically this region are plateaus. All the plateau region are rich in minerals. Okay, so Bangalore also is a plateau. If you see, Bangalore is at an elevation of almost 900 meter, but if you see Delhi, it's I think hardly some meter. Okay, so wherever plateaus are there, you can find minerals. Okay, and iron is one of the dominating minerals. So plateau red you can always correlate red and yellow. So largely in Karnataka it is black, okay, red and yellow, and laterite in the coast. Okay, so moving forward, rainfall again nothing much. Western coast region and Malenadu enjoy the highest rainfall because the windward side of windward side you can see of Western Ghats, and north interior Karnataka. This was what I was trying to tell. It's an arid area. And it is also the same case like Maharashtra, where farmer suicides are very high. Okay, so arid region with very low rainfall, and south interior Karnataka receives rainfall from both same northeast and southwest. You can see the
Probably Malenadu is named after, high rainfall.
Male.
Is it?
Yeah, Male means rain. Okay, in
Rain.
Kannada, Male means rain. So that is the thing. Next, if you see crops, I think as we've seen, oil seeds are there, and rain fed rain rain fed farming, millets, rice, sugarcane, cotton, coconut in coast, cashew nut, that endosulfan issue, right? Ragi, again a millet, coffee, Karnataka tops in coffee, red chili, orange, maize, rice, cotton, jowar, groundnut. Okay, this is broad crops, and sericulture, as we saw, Karnataka also tops there. It's an important activity in the southern region, and large areas are under mulberry cultivation. So mulberry is more here. I think in Assam there's different variety, but it is mulberry here, which is highest. So moving forward, and just observe this fact: Karnataka is a leading producer of coffee in India, 54%. Okay, which is almost more than 50% share. And coming to minerals,
So it's overall, or it's something like there is some differentiation of commercial and domestic, or something like that. I think there are two different types of data are available to getting coffee.
I think it's overall. There was also a question in state thesis exam. So Karnataka is overall leading producer.
50% of total, 50% total production, right? So next, mineral belt. So mineral belt may, as we saw that Darwad, rocks dominate. So southern western belt is there, and southern belt. So here if you see, gold mining centers are Kolar, but Kolar almost is closed now. KGF mines and Raichur. So I think next slide it will come. Kolar and Raichur, famous for gold. Almost 84% of the country's gold comes from here. Karnataka has very rich deposits of high grade magnetite iron. So that is why that Ballari region was, Reddy Brothers, all those things will always be in use. And then mostly concentrated around Bellary, Hospet. So this was the region I was saying, almost close to that border also, you can say. Bellary. And Karnataka has high grade limestone reserves concentrated in Gulbarga, Bagalkot, Belgaum. So that's since limestone is dominated here now, you can find many cement industries. Okay, here there are a lot of cement industries in this Gulbarga region. Okay, limestone is a very key raw material for cement industry.
Vijay, can you look at Shimoga on the map? Matlab,
Here, closely
approximately कहाँ पड़ेगा?
here, Kudremukh,
Okay.
near to Kudremukh. Okay, here,
Okay.
somewhere here. Okay,
वो नियर जोग फॉल्स,
Correct.
जहाँ जोग फॉल है ना, उसके बिल्कुल नियर पड़ता है
Right.
शिमोगा.
correct. Okay. So next, I think they might locate. Okay, you can see. See, next is power plants. So Kaiga, I think they've already asked. Nuclear plant है एक Kaiga में, located on Kali River. So as you know that all nuclear power plant need heavy water for coolant. So it is located on river. So this is Kali River. okay, here, and it sets the world record for highest number of days of continuous operation. So ये था ना earlier long back, and as we said, Almaty में major hydroelectric project भी है. Tungabhadra Dam is also for that, Bhadra and Harangi. So these Kaiga, Almaty, and Tungabhadra are very important. And next, strategic petroleum reserves. Recently, we are building that reserve. So Padur and Mangalore. So here we are building strategic petroleum reserves apart from Vishakhapatnam. So together there are three reserves holding 36.92 million barrels of crude oil, which makes up for 10 days. Okay, currently it is 10 days of India's crude oil consumption. So recently, no, I think this is old news. Cabinet approved Padur and one more site is this one, Chandikol. Okay, Chandikol in Odisha is an addition to this. So largely Padur, Mangalore.
Basically, petroleum. Sorry.
Yeah, petroleum reserves, right?
Petroleum reserves, matlab, on the coast they'll be maintained, no, underground.
Yes. So in case of any, like Suez Canal incident happened, right? So if any such mishap happens, so we can use. Okay, so.
Right.
So next, this we discussed, right? Economic corridors. So one we saw in the current affairs, Tumkur, almost it falls roughly in this belt only. Chennai, Bangalore Industrial Corridor we discussed. So this Mumbai, following that path, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai. So this is a famous industrial corridor belt. Okay, the three nodes were taken up for master planning under JICA, Japan's assistance. So Tumkur, Karnataka, Ponneri in Tamil Nadu, and Krishnapatnam in Andhra. So this is what we discussed, Tumkuru and Krishnapatnam. So cabinet committee gave approval for this. Okay. So next, apart from that, I think someone was telling Golden Quadrilateral. So if you see Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai, and Kolkata. So this is the Golden Quadrilateral and NH4.
Yeah, Pune also falls in it.
हाँ, इसी रूट में आता है ना वो.
हाँ जी. हाँ, पुणे, कोल्हापुर.
पुणे से जाके वो मुंबई जाता है शायद, राइट? तो NH4 आई थिंक जो क्वेश्चन था ना इसी में आता है. तो NH4 लाइक दिस. So Golden Quadrilateral Bangalore में है. So just remember cities, maybe that becomes important. Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai, and Kolkata part of NH4. I mean Golden Quadrilateral. Apart from that, ये जो major industrial belts हैं, like for example, if you see Bhadravati Steel Plant is one of the oldest steel plants in the country, 1923, almost getting 100 years, very close. So Bhadravati Steel Plant, and then Bengaluru, IT hub, and then biotechnology hub also, as we discussed, EV thing also emerging, right? Aeronautics, pharma industries, all these things is also dominating here. And Mysore region is famous for silk because as we read in history, Tipu and he set up a separate sericulture department, right? We read in modern history. So Tipu gave patronage to silk also. So that is one thing. And then come to national park. This was question area we saw, right? So first, starting from north, you can see Anshi National Park. Not very famous, but Kali River passes through this. Okay, Anshi National Park. Kudremukh. Okay, Kudremukh. Badra River is passing through it. This was 2020 question. Nagarhole, Kabini River passes through it. So that's why indirectly it falls under the Kaveri Basin, right? And then Bandipur, you can see Kabini River and Nagu River. So you can see here, okay, Nagarhole, Bandipur, and Bannerghatta, very close to Bangalore. This is also one national park, but not much famous Bannerghatta because hardly anything is there. No, not much thing. Okay, but famous are is Nagarhole and Bandipur, always in the news. Okay, and then sorry.
Bannerghatta.
Bannerghatta. Okay, very close.
Nagarhole and Bandipur has safari, na?
Yes. Even Bannerghatta also has a safari. Okay.
Okay.
Almost all national parks have safari in general. Okay.
Right.
So next, wildlife sanctuary. If you see this wildlife sanctuary is in news, like Malay Mahadeshwara Sanctuary, because they're trying to upgrade this to a tiger reserve. As we discussed, it forms a part of that contiguous zone also. So they want to declare this as a tiger reserve. That's why this is in news. But as of now, I think it is a wildlife sanctuary, Malay Mahadeshwara Wildlife Sanctuary. Ranganthittu, close to Mysore, close to Mysore and that thing region. It is a famous bird sanctuary. Ranganthittu, very famous. And then this Daroji sloth bear. So sloth bear sanctuary is here. in Daroji. Okay, Daroji sloth beer, and then Mukambika is a famous temple is there. Okay, Mukambika temple, very famous temple, and then Brahmagiri, as we saw, origin point of Kaveri River, Brahmagiri Hills. So Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary is also here. So this is important wildlife sanctuaries. So just see here, Daroji Wildlife Sanctuary was exclusively created for protection of sloth bear. Okay, so if they ask something was specifically sloth bear, I think Daroji would be that answer. Okay, and then Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary, located on the banks of Kaveri River, is home to large number of birds like painted stork, black-headed ibis, spot-billed pelican. Okay, so this is also a famous sanctuary. And then coming to Ramsar site, I think is no fact you can remember.
Again, Ranganathitu was also somewhere in news.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay.
I'm not sure for what exact, but I felt like I heard it somewhere.
It is near to the temple, Ramnath Setu temple.
Uh-huh.
Any famous temple is there?
Yes, some temple is there here. Correct. Okay.
Sun temple, right?
No, not Sun temple. Some Vishnu temple is here. Okay.
I heard like Sun temple.
Okay.
Biligiri Ranganath temple you are talking about.
BRT reserve is also there if you remember. Tiger reserve.
Right.
Right. So we here Nietzsche, but okay. So if you see Ramsar site, this is an exception. There is no Ramsar site in Karnataka. Okay. And if you see a part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve lies in Karnataka, as we discussed, like 3 states mein hai, and it includes areas of Bandipur and Nagarole. So this we've already discussed. And coming to Tiger Reserve, see BRT. No, this was what I was saying. BRT Tiger Reserve. So we discussed, right, largest contiguous zone it forms, like Nagarole, Bandipur, so Biligiri, Ranganath. It continues like this. Wayanad, okay, Mudumalai. So this is that contiguous zone which we were talking about. And then Badra, is also Tiger Reserve. Dandeli, Anshi National Park we saw, right? Anshi National Park, Badra Tiger Reserve, and then Nagarole is also Tiger Reserve National Park. Bandipur also same, and then comes the BRT. Okay, so as I was telling that this thing Malay Madheshwara, they are also trying to upgrade this to Tiger Reserve, because if you see, it forms almost a contiguous zone. You see the location, it almost forms next to this only, right? So that's why Karnataka stands second in the overall tiger population. We saw, right, 524, and then BRT Tiger Reserve lies at the confluence of Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Same na. And then Bandipur Tiger Reserve recently in news because of the night traffic ban. Okay, so this is about this. And then elephant reserves may the same thing. Brahmagiri, Nilgiri, Eastern Ghat landscape, right? The Dandeli is also elephant reserve. Mysore elephant reserve. Wayanad, Nilgiri, but again the same contiguous zones will come here in Kerala. So Karnataka stands first in elephant population. This was the 2020 question. Under Project Elephant, Mysore Elephant Reserve, Dandeli Elephant Reserve were notified in Karnataka. Okay, so Mysore and
Reserves तो केरला में दिख रहे हैं लेकिन population कर्नाटका में है.
correct. Population is high in Karnataka. Okay, and just remember, Elephant Reserve. Can someone tell under which act it is notified?
72.
I think that is the strange thing. Na? Wildlife Protection Act, it is not notified. Even I don't know why, but under Wildlife Protection Act, it is not there. Elephant Reserve is not there. Okay, just try to check. This is a strange fact. Okay, so next, UNESCO World Heritage Site, as I said, there are two. One on Malaprabha River, that is Aihole and Pattadakal. Okay, and then next is Tungabhadra on Hampi. Hampi. So first one, see a focus on Pattadakal. Monuments at Pattadakal, constructed in Dravidian style, are famous for royal coronation during Chalukya period. Okay, Chalukya, just try to remember. And Virupaksha temple by Queen Lokamahadevi was popular. And then coming to Hampi, we already know it's the capital of Vijayanagara Empire. Hampi is famous for mandapas. Again, a previous question, constructed in Dravidian style. So these two rivers, try to remember, because they've already asked Hampi is on which river, Tungabhadra. So next, if they have to ask Malaprabha, no, try to remember Malaprabha on Pattadakal. Apart from that, I said Kunitha in culture, we're discussing about general dance. Okay, Kunitha is a Kannada meaning for dance. Okay, it's a popular folk dance in Karnataka. it's called different. See, Dollu is this whatever they're holding, na percussion instrument. This is Dollu, and dancing with that is called Dollu Kunita. Okay, and then there are different shades: Patta Kunita, Somana Kunita. Right? So Kunita means dance. Okay, you can connect with that and mark Karnataka. And then Bhutaradhane, like spirit. Okay, they'll worship the devil spirit. So it's famous in coastal regions mainly, where no, which is very forested regions. No, so there this is done. So also called as devil worship. It's a popular folk theater in South Karnataka. Spirits or bhutas. So bhuta means spirit. Okay, worshipped are considered as guardians of the village because they feel they guard the village, blessing and protect the villagers and their livestock. So it's bhuta aradhana. Apart from that, Yakshagana we already saw, right? It's the oldest theatre in Karnataka. It originated in the royal courts of Vijayanagara, and it combines dance, music, dialogue, costume, makeup with unique style and form. Okay, and then we also saw Thala Madhile, right? That also try to remember. And stories are drawn from epics like same Ramayana, Mahabharata, from both Hindu and Jain. So it's about Yakshagana, already asked. And then Gombeata, see, we discussed one shadow puppetry, right? Togalu Gombeata. So that is shadow puppetry, but this is string puppetry. Okay, Gombeata, string puppetry from Karnataka. So it is designed on the characters of Yakshagana. So closely linked. More than one puppeteer manipulates the puppets. Okay, as we can see here. So Gombeata is string, but that Togalu Gombeata is shadow puppetry. Okay. So then Kambla we already discussed. It's buffalo race again on the marshy paddy fields. They do this annual festival in Karnataka coastal, and then this also we discussed Mahamastaka Abhisheka once in 12 years. Okay, one of the biggest Jain festivals. As we discussed, now Badrabahu came south, right? Digambara tradition they came south, so you can connect that, and then carved out of a single block of granite. Okay, and this is the posture. Okay, Kayot Sarga posture, very famous. You can remember this Kayot Sarga posture. This is the posture Kayatsurga. And then as part of the festival, a head anointing ceremony is performed to the monolithic statue of Lord Bahubali, son of Rishabhadeva, right? We discussed that at Shravana Balagura. And then apart from that, Jainu Kuruba, these are tribes, okay? They belong to Dravidian ethnic group and reside in the tiger reserves like Nilgiri, Nagarole and Bandipur. So these Jainu Kurupa tribes, they reside in these tiger reserves. And Jainu, see the word Jainu means honey, okay? So they are honey collectors basically from the forest. So this for the traditional occupation, so Jainu Kuruba. And then Koraga. Koraga is from that Korg Tuluniden. See, if you observe, there was one current affairs about giving 8th schedule status for Tulu language also. Okay? There also demand is there to grant 8th schedule status for Tulu language. Okay, and then basket meaning making, drum beating are the primary occupations to Koraga tribes, and Koragas have their own language which is classified as independent Dravidian language. Okay, that's about it. And then I think this is very maybe last 1 year back before I think. So this Indrana gundia. So this is critically endangered frog. So terrestrial frog inhabiting moist tropical forests in Western Ghats, Karnataka, threatened by habitat loss. And then kolar leaf nose bat. From the name kolar you can make out. So it's endemic to Karnataka, critically endangered again. So natural habitats are subtropical or tropical dry forests and caves. So at present it is found only in one cave. Okay, by the name you can find it endemic with population of less than 200. So critically endangered again. Apart from that, this we discussed, right? So St. Mary's Island and Malpe Beach. So they're identified by Geological Survey as global geopark network sites in India. So the two places are famous for hexagonal mosaic basaltic rock, as Gajanan was telling, basaltic rocks. You can see how they're standing. And then UNESCO is yet to approve their status. Okay, so it will be shortly approved, I think. And then Shakti Sthala. So this, I think, Rashna said now that we top in solar production. This was one of the reasons that before earlier, I think Pavagada was first. This is Pavagad location in Tumkur again for the largest solar park. But I think recently Reva maybe largest maybe. Okay, so this is not the largest. I think
Rewa MP.
MP maybe. This is not the largest now. I think. Okay, so apart from that, Sirsi Supari. So Supari, first product from Areca nut sector to get a GI tag, and then grown in so Yellapura, Siddhapura, and Sirsi Taluk. See, Sirsi is a name of a taluk. It has a very high literacy rate in Karnataka. Okay, Sirsi coastal. It's part of coastal only, coastal states, coastal districts, and then famous for unique coin, texture, shape, and taste. So this is there. Apart from that,
So we can know from this areca nut itself that these are mainly produced in coastal regions.
correct,
Nuts.
correct. So apart from that, if you see, focus on last line. Bidri we discussed, right? Bidri where earlier we discussed. Ilkal saree also we discussed. Ilkal
Yeah.
famous saree. Kasuti embroidery also we discussed. Very famous. Kurg orange. Okay, I didn't know. Kurg orange is also famous. They got GI tags. And then this coffee, Arabica coffee also we've discussed. Other varieties of coffee from Karnataka, like Chikmagalur Arabica coffee. We saw Baba Budangiri coffee also have GI tag. So these varieties of coffee are famous for the unique aroma and flavor. And Karnataka also tops in coffee as discussed. So recently, I think 1 or 2 years back, they have passed this anti-superstition law banning all these inhuman practices like black magic, etc. So it's the first state I think to do that. And then this we saw, right? We top in innovation index. Karnataka ranked first in Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index. This also always in news. Lingayat movement. Lingayats are popular. See, in Karnataka there are two popular communities like Lingayat one and Gaudas another. So Lingayats are popular religious community of Karnataka who follow the principles of Basavana. So 12th century philosophy Basavana. So movement was to demand religious minority status for the community from union government. So recently, they were trying to declare themselves a separate religion, right? But it could not happen because of some reasons. So Pancham Sali was that community which was trying to get that status OBC tag they were demanding. Okay, and then cloud seeding or this keeps happening everywhere. Yeah, that's all.
This is isn't this strange thing about cloud seeding like Karnataka, like we have oftenly seen regarding in news regarding floods, and also they need cloud seeding.
Floods only in this season, but in other season, again the extremes are playing, right?
Yeah. In northern Karnataka, we see there are multiple rivers and dams, but in southern also near Kodagu region, when Kerala was drastically affected by floods,
Correct.
the Kodagu part was affected.
Correct. And landslides, all those things. Many houses got damaged. Still, people are complaining that they have not got any relief because of the landslide which happened 2 years back. Almost every year it is happening. Landslide in the Western Ghats region and flood in the northern part region. So
Okay.
okay, thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
वाला Channapatna is
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
आपकी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है रचना जी.
Thank you,
Okay,
Vijay. You have
I-
spoken for 1.5 hours. No, actually 2 hours, I guess.
2 hours.
continuous 2 hours.
Continuously.
Vijay
Thanks a
जी ने
lot. Yeah, it's too good.
ने ये किया है, अगर ये पहले किया होता तो इनसे हम लोग ने काफी कुछ सीखा होता और काफी
हाँ,
लोगों
we
ने
should
इस
have
तरीके
taken a start. Like
हाँ.
बाकी states बहुत improve हो जाते हैं.
वही
नहीं सेम सी आई हैव टेकन ऑल फ्रॉम विजन ओनली, ओके, जो हम डेली पढ़ते हैं, सो दैट रिवीजन हो जाए बस, दैट वाज द इंटेंशन.
एक वीडियो में पूरा वो हो जाता है ना, तो लाइक एट 11th hour we get everything collated together ना.
हाँ.
It becomes easy.
अभी कौन सा स्टेट्स बाकी है?
All done.
बस एक बचा है, असम.
एक
मेघालय
असम ओवर ना, मेघालय.
मेघालय. ओके.
मैंने बात करी थी उनसे,
संजय का
यूनियन टेरिटरीज भी बाकी है.
और कौन सी बाकी है? दादरा में कितने?
यूनियन टेरिटरी तो सारी बाकी है ना.
हाँ, दिल्ली हो, चंडीगढ़ था ना, अजय में.